Hey, my name is Vonix and I use my phone a lot, probably a little too much. This device and the apps in it are built to win our attention, and they are goddamn good at it. As much as I try to avoid using this thing, I always seem to crawl back to it. So I've just accepted the fact that I am a slave to my phone, and I've spent the last couple of weeks of 2020 trying to turn this thing from an obsession to an essential tool, with the hope that in 2021 I won't waste as much time on this thing as I did this year. Basically try to go from mindless Twitter scrolling to real productivity. So yeah, this is what's on my phone. I know this is not the video that most of you guys were expecting or wanted, but I'm trying to make an effort to upload more, and with that comes some mediocre videos. But I'll stop wasting your time and hop into the phone. Beginning with the home screen, in the top left I have a widget from Color Widgets. In particular, this widget doesn't serve much function since I can access the same information just by scrolling down, but I kind of just like how it looks. I can also swipe the widget and have access to the weather. Besides the widget, most of my home screen apps are pretty ordinary. You have my messages, my calculator, my notes, my settings, etc. The second bottom row in my home screen are my Google apps. Beginning with Gmail, Gmail is my primary email app. I try to check it every day, so let's see what emails I got today. Oh wow, look. The 33 copyright claims I received today. Moving on to Google Maps, I have a terrible sense of direction, so if I want to go anywhere, Google Maps is my to-go. Google Drive is a great and affordable cloud syncing service. I use it anytime I'm transferring a file from my computer to my phone and vice versa. Google Calendars is an app which I just recently started using because all my college professors would geek out about how great Google Calendars was. I'm currently just using it to plan whenever I'm going to edit, record, script, upload all my YouTube videos. These next 4 apps on the bottom row are what I call my daily tasks. Moving on to Elevate. Elevate is a reading, writing, speaking and math brain training app. It basically creates these personalized brain training workouts to improve your skills. You can even track your improvement as you get better at the games, and you can even compare yourself against people your age. My second daily task is Duolingo. Duolingo is an app which most know. It is a language learning app. I'm currently trying to learn Portuguese and it's going pretty well. I'm currently on a 344-day streak. My third daily task is Peak. Peak is sort of similar to Elevate. Instead of reading, writing, and math practices, Elevate focuses more on memory, problem solving, language, mental agility, focus, emotion, and coordination. You can also keep track of your progress and see how you compare against people as you complete your daily brain workouts. Moving on to Calm. Calm is my main meditation app. I've been using Calm on and off for a little over 2 years now, and I couldn't recommend it enough for those who want a simple introduction to the world of meditation, which is a quite complex world. Moving on to my dock, I have probably my 4 most used apps, beginning with Chrome. Chrome has replaced my primary search engine of Safari just because I can connect it to my PC really easily, and kind of just like I like the UI of Chrome. Moving on to YouTube, I think everybody here knows what YouTube is. I use it way too much. I can watch videos for dozens and dozens of hours, but yeah. Next up, Twitter. This brain mush bird app is very addicting, and I've gotten better not using it as much. But even, wow, that I can't put that in the video. But one thing that has helped me limit the time that I spend on social media are app limits. Now, app limits are pretty much, as the name says, limits for your apps. Next up, Spotify. Spotify is my to-go, pretty much my only music and podcast app. Right now I'm listening to this podcast called Crime Junkie, all about murders and things like that. Quite cool. And then I have my main playlist vibe, which I listen to. Next up, you might notice the screen time widget, which I used to just keep track of how much time I've spent on my phone. If I see that, it's the number's getting high, I tell myself, like, stop using your goddamn phone. But yeah, beginning with my finance apps, I have Robinhood. Now, Robinhood, for those that don't know, is a trading app. I briefly got into trading a little bit this year. I did it for a couple months. I got about $100. Then I got scared and cashed out because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Next up, we have 3 pretty boring apps. I have Bank of America, which is my bank app. I have Venmo, which I pretty much only use to send money to my friends if I owe them money or vice versa. And then I have PayPal, which is where I receive most of my income, or if I buy something or if I'm sending money. For example, here I just sold something on eBay, so I can transfer that money, or right now it's on hold, but once I get that money, I can transfer it, and yeah, PayPal's great. Moving on to productivity apps, beginning with Rise. Now, Rise is becoming probably one of my favorite apps. It's a sleep app meant to maximize your sleep quality and your energy. Basically, how it works is you insert the time you fell asleep and the time you woke up, and it creates a personalized energy graph. What I use this for is to pretty much plan all my activities based on this graph. So after about an hour of waking up, I like to do, some things that take some energy, like doing my homework, working out, etc. Then in the afternoon dip, I like to do some more mundane things, answer an email, or maybe just relax and watch some Netflix. And then in the afternoon peak, I like to do things like record a YouTube video or edit or stream, etc. Next up, we have Sleep Cycle. Sleep Cycle is pretty much a better alarm. It uses your phone's accelerometer to measure which sleep stage you're in, and then depending on which stage I'm in, it's going to wake me up at the best possible time. Next up, Fitbod. Fitbod is my workout app, which I've been using for the past couple of months. I started using this app because I didn't really have any idea what exercises to do in the gym. I didn't know how many reps, how much weight, things like that. But Fitbod, you put in your weight, you put in your athletic level, and it sort of creates these daily workouts. It's a really, really cool app if you want to get into working out. Next up, we have Reflecti. Now, Reflecti is my new journaling app. I just bought it a couple days ago, and so far, I'm really enjoying it. It pretty much asks you a random question every single day. For example, let's say I click on this, and my random daily reflection is, what was your first screen name? Which is actually pretty funny since I'm recording a YouTube video. Just write stuff down, kind of get it off your brain, get it off your chest, release the stress. Next up, we have Lucid. Now, Lucid, I'm going to talk about real quick. I haven't bought it, so I've been doing some research on this app called Lucid, which pretty much summarizes books into these neat little chapters that are very easily digestible. They have a pretty good library, so I might consider doing it. It's a cool app. It seems like a cool app. Next up, we have Toggle Track. Toggle is my active time tracking app. I started using this app yesterday actually, but I'm already noticing the benefits of it. Basically, you create these projects of, different categories in your life, whether that be sleep, showering, or, for me, working on a YouTube video or driving. Pretty much whenever you start the activity, you start the timer, and then you end the timer once you're done, and then you have a breakdown of how you spent your day. So yeah, it's overall just a really cool time managing app, which I'm definitely going to be using throughout 2021. Next up, we have Habitica. Now, Habitica is the app that I think you guys are going to like the most. It's quickly become my favorite productivity app, and pretty much what it does is it turns your life into a game. Now, it's a really cool idea. Basically, how it works is you create these habits. Some of them might be positive, some of them might be negative, and then you create these daily activities which you do every day. For example, for me, I have my daily activities, which are my Elevate, Duolingo, Peak, Journal, Workout, Meditation, and then I have my specific to-do list for the day. And let's say, for example, I finish recording my video, and then I gain some XP, I gain some coins, and boom, there's my little character. I have a little ghost pet. I think you can invite friends and fight different bosses. And the only way to level up in this game is to get your shit done, which is a great motivator to keep yourself and others accountable and stay productive. I highly recommend this app. Next up, we have the final productivity app, Notion. Now, Notion is an app which I'm very new to. I've heard great things about it, and I do plan on using it in 2021. Basically, what it's going to do is it's going to replace my bullet journal, which I've been using for the past couple of years. You can create different types of lists, and you can do a ton of stuff in Notion, which I'm going to be trying out in 2021, and hopefully it will help me be more productive. On the third page are what I call my time wasters. At the top, I have all my entertainment apps: Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Disney+. I also have Amazon and eBay, which I'm not going to explain, and I have a little arcade of 9 different games, which I like to play here and there. Finally, at the bottom, I have my social medias. I'm not going to go super in depth into my social medias. You have the typical Twitch, TikTok, WhatsApp, Snapchat. Probably the only interesting one is YouTube Studio, which kind of shows me how well my YouTube videos are doing compared to my previous uploads. Also, I have a little widget here for Twitch, which shows me which channels that I follow are live. And if I swipe up, I have my soccer newsfeed. So yeah, that is what's on my phone for the 2 people that care. I thought it'd be cool to show you guys which apps I use in my day-to-day life, because I'm pretty proud of the transformation I've done from, purely social medias to actually integrating apps which help me learn and be productive. I also want to encourage you guys to download some of these apps to help you be more productive and, not waste as much time on your phone as I know you probably do, because we're in a generation where this thing is pretty much an extension of our personalities, and it's time we use this thing for some good. Please let me know if you have any app recommendations. I'm always looking for some new apps. I hope you're having a great day. Merry Christmas for those that are watching this video when it comes out. Thank you for watching, and peace out.